Well, it's a brand new season. That means Tomahawk Talk is coming right at you. I'm joined by Kyle Kirchville, the sideline reporter, and my partner, Michael Stern. And the Bourne Braves literally walk off against the Hyannis Harborhawks 3-2. And how, you ask? 16 consecutive balls to end the game. Connor Walk plays the hero in this one with an RBI walk with the bases loaded to eventually win the game in the bottom of the ninth. But that was later in the game. Let's talk about the beginning of the game. JT Perez from Cincinnati, he got the nod tonight. You were on the sideline the whole time. What did you see from him?
Well, I really liked how Perez came out in this game. I think he struggled a little bit, obviously, in that first inning, but it takes a lot to come back in that second inning and to strike out the side, and I think JT did a great job of that. One thing I did notice, though, coming out of the windup, his pace was a lot quicker. He was really confident. He was going straight to his pitches from his side. He wasn't thinking about it a lot. Gets runners on base. He goes into the stretch, and he sort of slows down a little bit. And as a pitcher, if you keep changing your pace like that, sometimes you start to fall into some bad habits. You start to overthink things. So I think for JT going forward, just keeping the pace rolling like he did in that second inning, good things are going to happen.
JT Perez in the first inning gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run. His final stat line, 5 innings pitched. He had 7 strikeouts, but that was enough to get the win tonight. So JT Perez, even in that second inning, he had 3 consecutive strikeouts also looking. But then the fourth inning comes along and the Bourne Braves still down, but once they got that first hit, they seemed to start rolling.
And that first hit came off the bat of Toby Handley, the center fielder from Stony Brook. Had a terrific ball game, shot that ball right between third and short. He was actually forced out in a fielder's choice, so he didn't get the glory of scoring the run, but a great game for Handley, grounded out to lead off the game. But after that, the base hit and then 3 walks. He's clearly got an eye for the leadoff spot. Another guy that ended up performing well was Justin Yurchak from Binghamton. A couple of hits, scored the tying run in the 6th, and then drew a walk in the 8th. Not a lot of hits for the Braves tonight, but plenty of walks, and they were more than happy to take advantage of them.
Hyannis actually doubled up Bourne's when it came to the hitting category. They had 12 and opposed to the Bourne Braves 6. But however, in the end, it didn't really come down to hits. It just came down to letting the ball go by. But now to our favorite segment, players of the game. Kyle, who you got?
I mean, this is a really hard game, especially when you go in walk-off fashion on 16 straight balls. First of all, that is a team effort right there. And to be here on opening night, game 1 of the Cape Cod League season, to be able to have the discipline to stay in there against pitchers you've never seen before, and to take 16 straight balls and not want to be that hero with the big walk-off mash to left field and just take the walk. It's pretty good. So it's really hard for me to find someone tonight, but I really liked Willie Yan out there. He's one of my favorite guys. He's got the flow working for him. He's got all of the baseball intangibles. But one thing about Yan is just the spark plug that he provides up there at the top lineup. He was in that DH role tonight. I think we could see him in the middle infield out of UConn a little bit later on throughout the season. But Yan providing that spark plug, and at this time of the year, when you've got pitchers that you've never seen before, you don't really have quite a cohesive unit, you're with new teammates, you really need that spark plug. And I think Yan's going to provide that. He provided it a little bit tonight. He's going to provide it more down moving forward.
All right. Michael?
Well, Kyle, you took the number 2 hitter for the Braves. I don't know if this is allowed. This is my debut. I didn't get the dress code notification, but I'm going to take the number 2 hitter for the Harborhawks, Zach Rutherford, shortstop. He had a terrific night. 3 hits, a single, a double, a triple. They could have used him completing the cycle. He scored a run. He drove in a run. His triple would have driven in another run if not for a caught stealing. He was only retired twice, once on a drag bunt and once on a hard hit fielder's choice down to third. Also played a good defensive shortstop in a losing effort, but Zach Rutherford, I thought, played a terrific game for the Harborhawks.
Well, for me, I guess I could take the easy route and say Connor Wong, just because technically he had the RBI to win the game, but I'm not. I'm going to say Joey Thomas, the catcher from Cincinnati. He caught those 9 strikeouts. Obviously, he had that connection with Perez, and it was just clicking. He also caught 2 people stealing, which paid dividends in the end, because obviously Hyannis, they were in RBI situations throughout the entire game, but the defense from Joe Thomas, I think that was the difference in this game. But overall, Bourne Braves, they start their season right, a lot better than last season with their 0-6-1 record, but they start the season 1-0 against the Hyannis Harborhawks, and they'll be back again tomorrow night, and they'll play at home against Chatham once again. That'll be at 6 o'clock, but 3-2, the final score in walk-off fashion. For Kyle Kirchville and Michael Stern, I'm Troy Lynch. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 2 of Tomahawk Talk.